Hi everyone and welcome to another card tutorial. In today's tutorial we're going to discuss a little bit about sentiment stamps as backgrounds. I didn't really know where to put the sentiment on this card because I do want the image to be the kind of central attention, but I did feel that the side of the card ended up being a little bit too white. So I ended up actually making a background from my sentiment stamps, but more on that later in the video. First, it is the coloring, and as usual you can also find this coloring in real time with a full voiceover. It's linked in the description down below, up in the right corner and at the end of the video. This video also, or the real-time coloring video this time around, also have kind of where I walk through how I picked out the colors for this character based on the pattern paper that I'm using. So if you want to know more about that, you can head down to that video. But if you want to see more of the card and see this very quickly go by, you can stay here. Also, as I said, it is linked at the end of the video, so you can always stay and then you can click on that when the video ends, if you want to, that is. Well, before we talk about the card making itself, I thought I'd talk a little bit about these stamps. So these are Make It Crafty images. And there are actually 3 different images in this one. This is why I say multiple. It is the base character, which is called Venora the Wizard, and then I have added a spire and a crown, which are 2 accessories, which actually belongs to Alwina the Good Witch, which I colored 2 weeks ago. So if you recognize them, that is why. I really like this set of images. They are 3. They're also Esmeralda, because they come both as clean images without any accessories. You get one image that has all of the accessories that is kind of made for that specific character, and then you get all the different accessories separately. And that means you can mix and match in between the different stamp sets if you have all of them. So Alwina the Good Witch had this spire and a crown. Venora the Wizard actually have a hat, more of a visitor hat, a gnarly looking wooden staff and a cape, which made her very much a wizard and very much kind of Halloween-y. And in this case I didn't want to go Halloween-y. I wanted to go as soft and kind of, I don't know, serene as my previous card. I wanted them to match. I wanted to show you how you can use the same layout on the card but using different colors and different sentiments, really making it look a little bit different. So Esmeralda also have a whole bunch of different accessories, and that is a hat, a wand, an owl, a pumpkin and a spider. So if you want to go Halloween-y with all of the 3 characters, you could actually switch out the crown and the spire for the Good Witch and add the other things to her from Esmeralda or from this wizard. Maybe do that towards Halloween. We'll see. So I really like doing that. I went into Photoshop. You can do it in Word, for example, to put them together, and Zoe has awesome videos on that over in the store, so you can find videos there that can teach you how to put things together in a good way. I use Photoshop because I have Photoshop, and for me that is pretty easy, which also means that I can play around with layers and so on. So that was how I put together. I printed it on the Make It Crafty blending cardstock, which I buy from Crest, something like that it's actually called, but I have a link in the description down below, so if you want to find those papers, you find them. I have a UK seller and I think she's the only seller right now of those papers, but there are other great papers out there. I heard really good things about them, but I want to try them out before I say very much. But Hammermill is one of those that I've heard really good things about. So after I printed it out to fit on an A2 card base, because that is how I do mine. I print them to be the kind of sole character, the main character on the image or on the card, and therefore I print them pretty big. But they're a lot of fun to play with and color. I gave her a very light blonde hair because I wanted to keep the whole image very, very soft. However, she got pretty dark brown eyes because I felt that brown eyes they make you look at her face, and I kind of like that because I like her face. She's very sweet and cute. But I kept with 3 different colors just to make it very, very soft, and I actually used the same yellows as I used in my previous card. Then I cut her out with some cutter bee scissors, and I use a Martha Stewart craft knife to cut out the little holes on the side. The pattern paper I'm using today for this card is from the Cream and Sugar pattern paper pack by Doodlebug design, and that have actually the same design as the pink papers I used for my other card, for the Alwina card. However, this one is blue. This is also a newer pattern pack, so you can still get it out there. Awesome, right? I cut it down to 2.5 by 5 to 2 inches by 5.5. 5.5 because that is the height of an A2 card base. I'm also trying a new tape out. I needed to buy new tape runners, and the place that I bought them from, their postage had gone up crazy, so now I'm buying them from Simon Says Stamp. And I'm trying it out. It's the tonic one, and I really like them. I give about 1/4 of an inch of white space on the left side, and then I'm looking out how she looks. And this is where I realized that white is way too white. She doesn't have that big dress that Alwina had, so I need to cover that white with something. So I decided to cover it with these stamps, and these stamps are from the My Favorite Thing coffee break stamp set, which is a lot of different thin, very simple stamps that has to do with coffee, but I kind of chose a lot of them, like I miss you, I love you kind of stamps. Then I'm stamping them with the peacock feathers, distressed Oxide inks, which actually are really great for stamping, and it also match the paper. And that is the way I got to use my sentiment stamps as a background, but at the same time have a sentiment on my card without actually adding a sentiment across it somewhere, because I didn't want to take away from my little Venora here. And my voice is breaking, but I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please thumbs it up. It means a lot to me. If you have any questions, just comment down below. Down below you find all the details, all the supplies used and everything. Here are a couple of videos. If you haven't seen them, please click on them. It means a lot. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!